What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here and welcome back to my F1 2010 Career Mode Season 2. This is Race 15, the Singapore Grand Prix. So including this one, we have 5 races to go. And can we take the championship? We're battling Mark Webber in the Red Bull, so it's a tough challenge, but we're doing pretty well. Coming off the back of 2 wins in Monza and Spa, 2 classic tracks as well. So yeah, we're on top form at the moment, but we're coming to one of my worst tracks, which is... it's a disgusting track on this game. The curves are just horrific. And even with an 11-point lead, I'm not feeling completely confident. But I can guarantee you now, this is probably the craziest race I've ever raced in. Especially on this game as well. It's just absolutely insane. So yeah, you're going to enjoy this one. I can guarantee that. So it was raining in qualifying. I was told to go on to intermediates, but I remembered a previous qualifying session. I went on to dries and actually took pole. So I tried that tactic, and yeah, it's safe to say it didn't work. I could barely control the car and we're going into the pit wall. Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake. So I went back on that. Actually went onto the intermediate tyres, and that worked a lot better. I haven't actually been checking how quick we have been compared to the other cars because I was just concentrating so hard. Keep off the curbs. And it's been a conservative but solid lap, and we've actually taken pole position. With a 152 dead, I bet I can't do that again. But yeah, the track started to dry up, so I actually got knocked down to 4th. But on our next dry run, where it's definitely time for dry tyres, we are a second up on Webber, who's currently on pole. So we've got to connect with this lap. It's very key. We're coming through the tunnel. Oh, we lost it. We've binned it. We've bottled it again. We always do this on our final run in qualifying. We've just lost pole position there by punting it into the wall. Oh, what's going on? And Webber's taken pole because of that stupid mistake. Kubica, who I mentioned in the previous race, had barely any points, has qualified 3rd, so that's a great job from him. We're in 4th, but I know it could have been pole, and it should have been pole because we were a second up with a sector to go, and we've just binned it. Oh, disappointment right there. Looking further down, it's a bit of a mixed grid because of the weather. Massa's down, the Rosberg's down in 19th, and Degrassi's nearly 10 seconds off the pace. Well, what can you say about that? So it's raced in, it's actually fully raining, it's a sodden track, full wet. So yeah, this is going to be a crazy race, 5 lights, and away we go in Singapore. Can we take these guys ahead of us? We've actually got a good getaway for once, and we're struggling to go through the gears. We're up the inside of Kubica, up through Hamilton. We've taken them all into turn 1 a little bit too deep. That was a great move, actually. We've got Webber on our inside, so we've got to watch out for him. Where's he going? He's taking us to the wall. What the hell's he doing? He's put us in the wall. And Kubica's got no front wing. What is going on here? You'll see from the replay. It's actually Kubica who thinks 3 wide through turn 1's a good idea. So I turn in. I didn't even know he was there. I knew Webber was there, and it caused absolute carnage. And me, Webber, and Kubica, it was like a sandwich. Like, I didn't expect that at all. So Kubica goes into me, which puts me into Webber, and then Webber has to go straight into the wall. That is absolutely insane. The 2 championship leaders are effectively in last place because of that contact, which wasn't either of our faults. So Webber's stuck behind Kubica, who's facing the wrong way, and the recovery's on. This is going to be exciting, like I mentioned before. This should be very entertaining, but I can warn you now, the AI in the wet, absolutely shocking. You'll see in this race just how bad they are at times. They slide all over the shop, and I actually look like an absolute rain god in this race because look at this, straight up the inside of Hulkenberg. And yeah, the recovery's on. Let's see what we can do up the inside of Massa and possibly Rosberg. How are we going to do here? There's yellow flags galore so far. Just looking at the minimap, Webber's recovered. He's not in last place though, but it's going to be tough for him to score points. So I've got to take advantage of that. Rosberg's moving around once again, and we're going to go sideways. I know we're not. It's the Singapore sling, which is, I deeply miss this in the games. Not so much in real life because it wasn't that great, but in the games it was fantastic to drive. We've actually got Rosberg there, and you can see how easily we're making it through the field in the rain. Up the inside of cover line, we're looking at Kobayashi. That's a risky move. But yeah, the AI... and not the best in the rain, and I think that kind of confirms why in qualifying in wet sessions I've usually taken pole. But there hasn't been many wet sessions this season at all. I think this is probably the first wet race that I can think of. So we're already up to 15th. and some great battles, or well, not really battles, just overtaking moves. It makes me look amazing, like I said before. So on the back of Sutil, who is going into my teammate. Who the hell does he think he is? If anyone's taken out Degrassi, it's going to be me. Like, he totally understeers into Degrassi. Lucky Degrassi didn't spin there, because I think he would have gone straight into me. So Sutil span round. Not great at driving there from the Force India driver, and he did cause a bit of a pile up behind him, so we've got some breathing space, and it actually took a while to catch up to my teammate. I don't know why, but yeah, there we go, up the inside of Degrassi, hopefully no contact, we squeeze him out, and there we go, up to P17, and I've just realised who's leading the race. Is it Vitantonio Liuzzi? I kind of understand why commentators used to say Tonio, because that is a long name. Liuzzi's winning this race. So what's happened to the likes of Vettel, the McLarens, the Ferraris? This is insane if he wins this. But yeah, Buemi, are we going to get him now? We're pretty strong through that chicane compared to the AI. Hamilton's struggling in 11th. He's all over the shop, but you can see the AI sliding around quite a lot. There'll be a lot of instances in this race where they lose the back end and there's another yellow flag. That shows how much they are struggling. I don't feel too bad, really. I'm not really locking up or anything. Even with no assists on, it's not that difficult compared to future games. So, yeah, we're doing pretty well as Hamilton goes to move on. Chandok's in 9th place. Oh my god. He must have missed the Carnage. There's another yellow flag. There's a bit of a pile-up looking at the minimap. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. So, Chandok. Could Chandok get a point? This is Lucas Degrassi's best chance of getting points. If he doesn't get a point here, then he's never going to achieve one, and he's going to go down in my estimation. He's nearly rock bottom. There's just one more level, and then I'm just going to forget about him forever. So come on, Lucas, get some points. I saw, well, he was in P13 before, so a few incidents and he could be up there. So on the back of Chandok, he's just weaving around for absolutely no reason. Hey, he's going to go defensive, of course he is. So around the outside, easy move there, up to P10. And let's see if we can close into the guys ahead of us. Hamilton battling with Schumacher. So that's pretty talented battle. Schumacher's so slow going into the chicane. We've knocked him slightly wide, so we're always sliding on the curb. We might get a shot into this hairpin. This is a great place for us to go for the overtake. I thought Schumacher was going to move in front of us and not get out the way. So we slither up the inside of him, up to P9. And we're making our way nicely through the field, considering I think we were in 22nd place from the second corner incident. So look at this. Alonso sliding, nearly lost it there. Hamilton's under pressure as well, so we're going to go for the move. Yellow flag. We can't go for the overtake, so I've got to back off here, and I actually let Schumacher through. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but I thought I might get a penalty for overtaking Hamilton under yellow, so it shows more contact again, or someone spinning. So let's see if we can retake this Mercedes anytime soon. Can we get a decent run out the final couple of corners? We go for a wider line, so we get a better exit, trying to get the Mercedes into turn 1. I think we might be too far back, unless they go defensive. Webber's in 22nd, so it's looking bad for him. Can we get some points? Because that'll help us, of course, in the championship. Round the outside of Schumacher into turn 2. Is this turn 2? I don't know. Turn 2, 3. Who cares? This is exciting. So, oh, Schumacher's moving around. Can we get him before this, well, one of the only long straights on this track? No, we don't. So we try and get into the slipstream, and I'm absolutely blinded. That's how difficult it is in the rain on this game. And that looks really good, actually. It does make it a challenge. So can we get him into the braking zone? We come from so far back. And I think we've got him. Great move there, up to P9. And now we're behind Hamilton and Alonso. Hamilton's left the door open, we think about it, but no. Can't get through there. And it's only lap 4, and we've gained a lot of positions from the first lap. It's like, do some maths, 13 positions I think we've gained if we were 22nd. So, oh no, we're coming into the Singapore Slim. I shouldn't go for this, but I am. We've made contact. Oh no, we've lost it. Oh, we got a penalty. We've broken our wing. Oh, that was stupid. That was so stupid. Why did I do that? Oh, Webber's nowhere near us and I'm doing things like that. I actually forgot to take a replay of that. But yeah, Hamilton didn't give up and I slid into him, took a little bit too much speed into the Singapore Sling and put him in the wall. We've got a slightly damaged front wing, but not enough for us to pit. And this is a non-pit stop race, so yeah, it makes no sense for me to pit. So Hamilton's broke his wing, so did Schumacher. So a 10-second penalties, a little bit of a light punishment, but yeah, it could have been avoided. I shouldn't have gone for that move. I should have waited, but there's nothing I can do now. So, if I want to win this race, Liuzzi is 18 seconds ahead of me. I've got to get a 10-second lead over him. Alguersuari's gone round. And we've actually overtaken Alonso as well. That's pretty insane. So we need to gain 28 seconds on Liuzzi in, what, 7 laps? 4 seconds a lap. I don't think that's going to happen. So we're just trying to get as many points as possible here. And again, if Liuzzi wins, this is going to be absolutely insane. What a celebration the Force Indias will have. So we're on the back of De La Rosa, who's having a great race as well. But can we go for it side by side into the hairpin? It's a very tight section of the track down here. But I think we get it done around the outside. Yes, we do. Up to P5. Slowly making our way onto the podium if we can. That would be absolutely brilliant. Trying to close in on the McLaren of Jensen Button. See if we can go for move. Button's really slow. Actually, whoa! Vettel's around. He's broken his front wing as well. I told you, the AI are not great in the wet, and I don't think I've seen so many cars spin in one race in this career mode. Absolutely insane. So the aim of the game right now, overtake Button, get a 10-second lead over him if we can. Still treacherous conditions proven now. Oh, we're sliding on the curve. Oh, no damage to the front wing, which is key. But De La Rosa's going to get back past us. Bit of a silly mistake there, but yeah, difficult conditions. And we're actually going to go for dive bombs from absolutely miles behind on De La Rosa. Get our 4th position back. So as I was saying, overtake Button, extend a 10-second lead over him, and hopefully get 3rd. I'm thinking Petrov and Liuzzi. Petrov's in 2nd as well. I forgot to mention that one. Unbelievable. Them two. Absolutely miles ahead. They're absolutely dominating this race, and it's going to be tricky to beat them. Button sliding around like a madman, around the outside into the stadium section. What a great move that was. Up to P3, so we've got 4 laps to get a 10-second lead over the McLaren. So let's see if we can do that, and possibly catch up to Petrov if we can. So now we're coming on to the penultimate lap, and what's the gap to Petrov ahead? It's about 10 seconds to Button behind. Oh, 8.5 to Petrov. I think we're settling for 30. The gap's 5.8. We've got 2 laps to get the 10-second buffer we need to take a podium. Can we do it? We're on the final lap now, and we're coming to the end of the lap. Have we got the gap to Button? I don't think we do. And oh my god, Liuzzi's won. Unbelievable. This race has been absolutely insane. I think we're going to finish 4th, sadly, as I just dribble on my microphone. But oh my god, what a race that was. I told you that was insane. It's only a 25% race, but I think that's the most insane one I've ever had. I think that's the craziest F1 race I've ever been in, to be fair, with the AI. Unbelievable. Liuzzi has won. Petrov is 2nd. I can't believe I'm saying that. Button rounds out the podium. We finished 4th with that penalty, regretting that stupid move on Hamilton. Without that, we could have finished in 3rd, possibly 2nd. The front 2 had amazing pace from somewhere. De La Rosa 5th, some great points for Sauber there. Truly in 8th, confirming this was an insane race. Not many big guns in the points. Hamilton 12th, Webber 15th, that's the key one. Very important. Massa 16th, Schumacher 18th. Where is Lucas? Your one chance of points and you finish in 21st. He was up in P13 at times. What's he doing? So the championship lead is up to 23 points. I'm very surprised that happened, considering I'm very weak around Singapore, but them circumstances was just affected the race, made it so exciting. Oh god. So yeah, the battle goes on. 4 races to go. Hope you guys are looking forward to the finale. I'm going to get all these out before F1 2016 for definite. Oh, I can't wait to finish this. It's going to be so exciting. Constructors, we're closing in on Mercedes actually, so it'll be pretty cool to beat them. So if you've enjoyed this crazy Singapore Grand Prix, please leave a like, show your support, subscribe if you want to see the rest of the season, and I'll catch you in the next race. Goodbye.